Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all, when I get finished with Jeudy, he ain't gonna drop no ball. Jeudy, I'm finna show you something. I'm finna show you something because I'm tired. I'm tired. You see that? You see that? That's a tree. That's a tree. Let me show you something else. That's a tree, baby. Let me show you something else. Jeudy, that's a tree, baby. You see something on them? They're called limbs, baby. You see them? Let me show you something else. You see this right here? Jeudy. That's a tree. That's a, hey, it already stripped of its leaves. Let me show you something. I got something for you. I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back. Hey y'all, I'm back. I am back. Honey, we got this is a scared straight episode for Jeudy because I gotta help him catch them balls. Jeudy, y'all are playing the Bears on Saturday. Now it's time out for all the riffraff. You see what I'm saying? Jerry, you saw them trees. See, them trees got limbs on them. And like I said, I tried. I said, you know what? We ain't gonna do no corporate punishment. But Jerry, you're a badass kid. And see, you know, let me tell you something. Jeudy need to be motivated. Sometimes, let me tell y'all something. I worked at this school, right? And I was a mental health clinician at this school. And so basically, you know, we had the teacher, the SPED teacher, and then you had a behavior interventionist, and then you had me, the mental health piece. And so what I would do is, is to help the kids behave in class so they can get an education. And this Jeudy remind me of this one kid I had. This one kid, like, ordinarily, first of all, the kid was very, very smart. And ordinarily, the kid wouldn't have to go to the school. The reason why he had to go to school, he was spoiled. He was so freaking spoiled, and his mom just put him on a pedestal. And, you know, when it comes to Jeudy, I think because of his athleticism and things like that, I really feel like his mom, you know, overcompensated and just was, you know, hey, my son can play, blah, 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 blah. And that's all good. That's all good. But y'all, Jeudy is a brat. And nobody can say, Jeudy is, and I really believe, let me say this one thing. I believe like Jeudy is probably have ADHD or something. And so once he becomes fixated on something, he want to perfect it. Because if y'all notice, Jeudy, his like biggest thing is route running. He loved that. That's his thing. But see, what Jeudy got to understand is more. There's more to his position as wide receiver than route running. Yes, good that you working up, but the issue is you catching, and part of that, and I'm pretty sure because I saw a video where actually the coaches had you and was Isaiah Bond over there watching film. So if we notice it, your coach notice it. But I really feel like you have what it takes to, I don't know, you lazy. And that's the thing that we really need to come to terms with. And so Jeudy, you're gonna sit up here and you lazy and you're unmotivated and you just used to things working out for you. But what's going to happen, you're going to play yourself out. You pretty much have played yourself out of position. Dropping all those balls, Jerry Jeudy, you have played yourself out of a position. And I mean, you have nobody but to blame but yourself. And you know, I read up on Jerry Jeudy. You know, Jerry Jeudy had a younger sister that he was extremely close to and took care of, because his mom, I think it's four of them, and his mom worked. She was a single mom after the marriage. She got divorced, and so in that, Jerry Jeudy took a special, even though he was playing football and he went to all his practices and participated. He was very enamored with his younger sister, and he took care of her, and that was his baby. But she ended up dying. And so as a result, I don't know, so I think even with her dying, she was the youngest. Then next thing you know, Jerry Jeudy is the youngest, because he's next to the youngest, right? And so I just really feel like his mom just took, just held him close, probably because he was a little pipsqueak. Because he's a pipsqueak now. Like, Jerry Jeudy is, he tall. I think he like 6 foot or something, 6 foot. And Jerry Jeudy is very thin. So you can only imagine this badass little kid, skinny as hell, running around, because he can running around quick as a jackrabbit. Probably talk shit, because Jerry, if you go back and read some of Jerry Jeudy tweets before he got into the NFL, they are hilarious. Jerry Jeudy is just, and he's a curmudgeon. When he don't want to be bothered, he don't want to be bothered. Now I can understand that, because that's how I am. But Jerry Jeudy, with the job that you do, you can't afford to do that. You have got to stay ready. You know what I'm saying? And and like I said, I just feel like so this funny kid, quick, talented in football, probably other sports, with a mom that overcompensated and everything because of losing a child, and that happens. It's just like Jerry, can get away with a lot, and so like I say, Jerry just a badass little kid, but Jerry, I got those switches. Jerry, like I said, I don't really believe in corporal punishment, but I think one good ass whooping from Miss D, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. I just need to give you one little ass whooping. Because I don't know if I can save you through counseling. I don't think I can save Jerry Jeudy through counseling. So I'm gonna have to, Jerry don't need no damn belt. Y'all know when I was growing up, I used to always want to get whooped with a belt. Cause what we heard, like, if a white child got a whooping, more than likely they got whooped with a belt. But as the black kid, we got whooped with a switch, and I hated it. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes you just gonna have to go old fashioned. And Jerry Jeudy need an old fashioned ass whooping. I bet you he'll go out there and catch that ball when Miss D get finished with him. That's why I got them trees, and I'm gonna let them keep goddamn growing. And then when I go to Cleveland to see them play, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna have a switch in my hand. Actually, I'm gonna get a poster board, child, and I'm gonna have a switch taped to it. Jerry Jeudy, this is for you if you drop the damn ball. I swear, y'all, I'm so sick of that boy. But, like I say, my goal is, I really would prefer Jerry Jeudy to start catching the ball so that he can be useful with the Browns, and so he can get another contract and stuff. But I don't know. And he think that by Deshaun, if Deshaun can be one, that Deshaun gonna always target him, but he's not the primary target anymore. Jerry, Denzel Boston is the primary target. He's the wide receiver one. And if Denzel Washington, I didn't say Denzel Washington, but if Denzel Boston can't get open, then it's going to be, KC Concepcion. You know what I'm saying? So if you want, you may be in the progression, you may be the third, because if I really believe, Denzel Boston going to be a force, and so you're going to have teams that's going to try to stop him. They're going to double team him. They don't want KC going to be dangerous in the slot, so they're not going to want him, which is good, which is going to lead Jared Jeudy, because so they know that Jared Jeudy was number 2. He was in the top, I don't know where he stood, probably number 2, but in the top 5 as far as drops, right? And so what they're going to do, they're going to not care to keep him covered, because ordinarily if Shedeur has to do the progression and go to Jared Jeudy, they're going to think, okay, he's going to drop the ball. So that's why Jared Jeudy is so important for you to get it together, because you could be that surprise. Now, if you feel like you can't get together, you need to tell Coach Monken or whatever. But I thought that you and Deshaun was boys. You know what I'm saying? So why is Deshaun not out there throwing to you? Excuse me, y'all. So that you can, y'all do reps and practices and stuff, and then you can be running your route, and Deshaun can be throwing to you. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all, I always do that. Excuse me. But you know what I'm saying? So I don't really understand Jared Jeudy, I got those switches in there, and I'm growing them. And I'm growing those switches for you. For you, Jared Jeudy. You better unthaw those frozen fish stick fingers, and you better catch that ball. I'm telling you, if you don't do what you got to do in that Chicago Bears preseason game, and you don't fix this shit before y'all go to Jacksonville, I'm going to be right there for you. And I know probably that Tampa game, because my nephew live in Tampa, and so I had already told him that I was going to fly down, to that Tampa game. And so what's going to happen is you more than likely, I'm going to tear the long switch, the longest one out of all of them, and they kind of rubbery, so they bounce back. So Jared Jeudy, when you walking in the tunnel, and you done made a mistake, and kept however many balls you drop, I'm going to lash her down. I'm going to tear your ass up, and I'm going to tell you that you better not drop the ball. I'm going to tear your ass up with them limbs, Jared Jeudy. All right? Now, that's all I can do. Like my mama used to tell me, you go somewhere and you act a fool, I'ma tear your ass up when you get home. And like my mama said, don't come into me trying to explain, because if you done some shit, you just done it, and you gonna get your ass tore up. Jared Jeudy, that's what you need. So you ain't had no old-fashioned ass whooping. You don't need no damn belt. You need them switches in there that I done grew. And I grew them for you, Jared Jeudy. But y'all, I like Jared Jeudy, and I would love for him to stay the Browns. But see, Jared Jeudy done dropped his way out of a goddamn job. Okay? I don't know. They might find something for him. I know. Now, I can't say, let me give my baby credit. Because did y'all see some of the plays that Jared Jeudy had in that slot? He didn't have no problem catching that ball. So, but unfortunately, KC gonna be using. Y'all, because it could be an issue with Jared Jeudy was not put in where he needed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because even though he was a wide receiver one in college, and he excelled enough to be drafted in the early rounds of his draft, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, you come into the league and you have to play another position. So instead of putting him as a wideout, maybe y'all should have used him as a slot. So I kind of blame coaching on that. And so now Jerry Jeudy's kind of pigeonholed into being a wide receiver, and where he's I think he is he the S wide receiver, something like that. I don't know. But left wide receiver, it don't matter. I don't know, cause I be looking at that stuff, but sometimes I can't get it together. Child, I'm going through menopause, so. But anyway, y'all. But Jerry Jeudy, you okay? I need you in the show. But you know what? You probably need to get with Shador and let Shador. You know, Shador got a good heart, and he'll help you. You need to stop. You know, being, you know, doing your Judas and Juju Judas shit, and then y'all will be all right. All right. I love you, Jerry Jeudy, and I love y'all. Y'all, please like, comment, subscribe, share, so I can bring y'all some more episodes of Scared Straight. Scared Straight, Jerry Jeudy version. Jerry, this your episode. Okay, y'all. I love y'all. Bye.